Hey, shalom family at this time. May the peace of y'all be with each and every one of you brothers and sisters. We're going to part 2 in this video entitled, He Died for Our Sins, that through His body we might live. And this to claim the New Testament make, brothers and sisters. This is not in the book that is called the Book of Yah. Yes, brothers and sisters, we have two different claims. We got one claim. And they based this claim on a man as a sin offering to make atonement for our sins. Yah gave the law that our sins will be atoned for through animal offering. He never changed that, brothers and sisters. He just punished us for a period of time. Then he said we got to go back home. And the scriptures show these points. But I'm here to prove to you and to all my brothers that still believe that there's a Messiah and one that died for our sins, that we may be saved, our brothers and sisters, or that we might live again, as false. I'm here to show you. I got to go to the book they call the New Testament to show you all the lies. Then we're gonna go and examine the words of Yah. We're gonna go look at the words of Yah. Because right now we're examining the words of the one that make this claim that Yah did away with animal sin offerings and brought in a new way. That's why they call it the New Testament, a new covenant, a new agreement. So right now, I'm going to continue where I left off at right now in Romans chapter 10. And this they claim about this Messiah, verse 9. Is it that if you confess, if you confess with your mouth that the Messiah, in this translation they use Yahshua, the Messiah, Yahshua, and believes, and some people call him Yahushua, believes in your heart, or Yahusha, that the Creator, the God Elohim, but it's the Creator, has raised him from the dead. If you believe this thing, that's what they say in your heart, and confess with your mouth, you shall be saved. You see that? Delivered, saved. It says, for with the heart one believeth unto righteousness. See, they're saying with the heart. And Deuteronomy 6:25 tell you what is our righteousness if we observe to do all the laws that Yah commanded us to do. See, that's another contradiction right there. They're telling you, for with your heart one believeth unto righteousness, and one confess with the mouth, so is he saved. You see that? So they're saying that's how you are saved. You see, if you confess with your mouth that Yahshua, the Master Yahshua, and believe in your heart that the Creator have raised him from the dead, so you shall be saved. So they said, with the heart one believe unto righteousness, and one confess with the mouth, and so is he saved. Verse 11. It said, because the scriptures say, whoever put his trust in him shall not be put to shame. See that? Is it not still true that our ancestors got put out of the land and we all got put to shame? Every way we are taken into captivity. You say our nakedness should be exposed, of the woman's, the shame. So that's another contradiction. But they say right here, because the scriptures say, whoever put his trust in him should not be put to shame. But I know what people are thinking. Oh, this talking about when he come back and we be in the kingdom. I know all the thoughts of Christianity. I was a Christian. I preached it. I know. Right here. They talk, oh, that's a futuristic tense. They say this claim took place over 2,000 years ago. Right here, 12 says, because there is no distinction between the Yahudi and Greek, for the same master of all is rich to all those who call upon him. It said, for everyone who calls on the name of Yah shall be saved. See how they got this right here? Yael 2:32. They threw that in there. See now it's look, they got two. They got one. If you call on the name of Yah, you should be saved. But people call on the name of some Messiah. If you go back up here, they say right there that if you confess with your mouth, my body is low. They say if you confess with your mouth, Master Yahshua, and believe in your heart that Barah has raised him from the dead, you shall be saved. So we got two different salvations. It's one they quote and saying you saved, but now they quoted this out of the book of Yah from the prophets. See this quote, and see how they got it in dark print, showing it's a quote from the book of Yah from the prophets. They inserted that in there to try to get you to believe, and if you call on Yahshua, but this plainly tell you, everyone who calls on the name of Yah, even though they got it in the put forth tetragrammaton, but it's actually Yah shall be saved. Then it show you where they got it from. Then let's go to 14, read 14 real quick. It says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without one proclaiming? Let me read it again. And how shall they proclaim if they are not sent? You see that? If you keep reading, they go there and they get you to try to think they're talking about calling on, believing in the Messiah, the Messiah. But right there, they give two formulations of salvation. See, I hope y'all catching it. With that, I'm gonna go to real quick on their book in the New Testament called Hebrews. See, that's the confusion they bring, brothers and sisters. See, that's the deception right there. That's the mixture. See, they inserted writings from the book of Yah and mixed it in with the New Testament that the Romans wrote. And see, and the translator highlighted for you and then tell you where they got it from. One, you confess with your mouth and believe in your heart in a Messiah named Yahshua or whoever, Jesus or whoever, and believe that the Father raised him from the dead and you saved them. That's their statement. Then they plainly tell you the words that the Father told the prophets. If you call on the name of Yah, you should be delivered. Saved, which is the save is talking about physical deliverance from captivity that we are in now. We are the remnant that are being punished because of our ancestors' sins, showing you again, nobody never died for you, brothers and sisters. A lot of people, this will go right over a lot of people's head because their mind is locked on the lie. Their mind is locked. Let me get the Hebrews. Their mind is locked in Christianity. They've been taught that. And then they meet somebody that tell them that they're Hebrew, but still had the same old Catholic teaching. Catholic Christian teaching. Hebrews chapter 2 right here, 17, 18. We're going to look at real quick before we get to the book of Yah. Chapter 2 of on the falsified Hebrew book right here, it reads, it says, so in every way he had to be made like his brothers in order to become compassionate and trustworthy high priest in matters relating to the Creator, to make atonement. See, now they say he came to make atonement. See, that's their fact, that's their proof. They claim to be an atonement. Told you, remember the removement right in this book. They tell you they say the Creator removed. It was worthless, the animal offerings, and they brought in a better offering once and for all, a man as a sin offering to die for our sins, and to make atonement for us to Yah, which is to make atonement is to clean us. So he did all the things to clean you, to reestablish a relationship with the Creator. And they say all this was done over 2,000 years ago now, and we've still been put out of the land. And the northern nation been put out of the land for 2,700 years, and in the southern nation 2,100 years been put out of the land. But they say he ready to make atonement for the sins of the people. You see that? They said that was the purpose for his dying and resurrection, to make atonement, to be that offering, that Passover offering. He died on the same night. He was offered on the same night that the offering be offered. On all of these things they quote in the New Testament. See, for the sins of the people, that's their claim. Let me finish. For in what he has suffered himself being tried, he is able to help those who are tried, are tested. So that's their claim, brothers and sisters, in a nutshell. They claim he died for our sins to make atonement for us, to be our atonement, to clean us up, to reestablish a relationship between us and the Creator. They're saying if you believe in your heart, brothers and sisters, and confess with your mouth, believe in your heart, that the Creator, and that's what they said. Yes, brothers and sisters, that raised them from the dead, we shall be saved, brothers and sisters. That's their claim. And then in the same chapter, they tell you if we call upon the name of Yah, we are saved. You see, brothers and sisters, they trap their own selves with their own words. Now, let me go to the prophet book, the real writings, brothers and sisters, the book of Yah. To prove that this is the book of Yah, all you got to do is go to Isaiah 34 chapter in verse 16 to prove that point, that it was called the book of Yah. The inspired words of Yah that was given to all the prophets. Yes, all the writing was written from was inspired by the prophets and was given to the people of Yah to pass down even to us at this generation. So right now, brothers and sisters, only got to go to one book. You can find all of this fact that totally destroyed the whole book of the New Testament, all in the prophet Ezekiel, Hezekiah, but they call him Ezekiel, chapter 36 and 37. That's all I need, brothers and sisters. So right here, let me get to 36. I'm trying to speed it up before my battery cut off for me, because my battery is low. Let me see that. Plug that on battery charge up for me. The battery here. Plug it up. Let me get this guy and do it real quick. Bear with me, family. I'm gonna because I don't want my phone to cut off for me. So I'm gonna plug it up so I can keep on recording. Real quick. Give me a moment. Bear with me. This live. Everything I do is live, brothers and sisters. In my recording. So if I make a mistake, I don't delete nothing. So that's just what it is, brother. This life, real time recording, our brothers and sisters.